What's up? It's your boy Carson on here, and let's get to it. This the truth behind the beef. Well, it's no beef. It's the Floyd Mayweather and Adrian Broner situation or issue. People don't understand that if we go back to the beginning of this, we've been watching, we cover boxing, BoxingSocialist.com. Whoa! Now, BoxingSocialist.com, we've watched Adrian Broner come up. We saw the Ponce de Leon fight. We saw him knock out Litzau, and we saw him build himself up. And the question marks were still out on him, but everybody's like, man, this guy's gifted. He could be the next Floyd Mayweather, and that's when all of a sudden Floyd had never mentioned this guy, never anything, and then one day he's just out in Vegas. They're at a hotel, they're gambling, and Floyd Mayweather is like around him as if they've been best friends forever, and then people around him like, who is this guy? I'm like, you don't know him? And you guys are around him. He's like, he just came in one day and Floyd was all embracing of him, like, this is my little brother. And he's like, we thought he was his little brother. I was like, that's Adrian Broner. So I basically was informing people of who Adrian Broner was in the Mayweather camp when he first came around. And Floyd had basically been acting like he'd been knowing him for years and had never mentioned him. So a deal was made that Floyd Mayweather would get something off of Adrian Broner and promoting him by working with Al Heyman to help build Adrian Broner's name up. So throughout a building of Adrian Broner's name, they move him over to Showtime, and Broner's doing okay, and then he lost to Madonna. Floyd go ahead and makes a statement. But before he lost to Madonna, that same year, after he had just fought his last fight on HBO, HBO had a long time, like 6-year deal. They wanted to try to lock Adrian Broner in, and he wouldn't agree to the deal, and neither would Al Heyman. So, anyway, long story short, Adrian Broner is at this party from the footage you're looking at now. Adrian Broner's at this party, and he's big talking, and so is Floyd. Floyd couldn't let Adrian Broner take the spotlight. It was Floyd's birthday, and he wasn't finna let the spotlight be taken by AB. So they're having a conversation over there. I'm pretty much the mediator of the conversation. They are both competitive. They're both fighters. They have ego. Nobody wants to back down, even over on something as a basketball game between two guys who are never going to play pro. So, anyway, they have a conversation, and it's about basketball. And Floyd was talking about, man, we whooped y'all and this and that, man, we beat y'all. Until y'all win, y'all can't say nothing. We beat y'all both games. Floyd and P. Rilla is a team, and Giovanni Crawford and AB is a team. And they played against Floyd and them every time. And they was like, well, Floyd, you an athlete. Rilla, you out of shape. So we just gonna leave it at that. Rilla was like, look, man, we won. That's all that mattered. Is that we won. He was like, dude, man, we played in that crazy place outdoors, and the wind was blowing, and it was terrible. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, that's kind of copped out, like, but it is the same conditions. You are a shooter. But I was like, no, we played against Adrian Broner. AB can play. And then Adrian Broner grabbed me. See, this is what I'm talking about. Listen to your man. No, you got game. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, you got game. You can shoot it. Because he shot our lights out at the Colorado. So I'm like, well, dude can shoot. Don't get it twisted. AB will let it go. So Floyd didn't like that. Floyd didn't like the fact that somebody he knew was basically taking up for Adrian Broner. Like he felt like, oh, now you gon'. And he gave me a look like he was mad. Like, why you take up for him? Like I'm controlling this. Don't give him no leeway. And he was like, yeah, we would have won. But I'm like, AB, you also got to realize it's the same conditions. Y'all both playing under the same conditions in Florida. Yeah, that's right. Same conditions. Same conditions. We played under the same conditions. So, ain't no excuses. We played under the same conditions. That's right. Same conditions. So, Floyd was right back. He got to be one up on everybody. So, Adrian Broner has the floor. And he was like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody had nothing. I wasn't picked to do nothing. I didn't have Al Heyman. I ain't had nobody with me. I had just got out of jail. Name a fighter who just got out of jail, didn't have no backing from nobody. No promoters looking for me. I built myself into this. And look at me now. Undefeated world champion. 2-time world champion, 2 divisions. So he was talking big mess. Once again, this is Floyd's birthday. You ain't finna outstage him on his birthday. Floyd gets up there and says, well, let me tell you a little bit of something about me. just to throw the thing, At 16 years old, I beat everybody. I went to Little Rock, Arkansas. Beat all the pros in the open. 16 years old, beat everybody in the open. Never had an open fight before in his life. Open fight means that in the amateur world, when they say open, that means that you can fight any age, no matter what. And he went to the trials, beat everybody in the trials. But here was the problem. Floyd was only 16 years old. He was not yet old enough to go to the trials. Beat everybody there. He was like, well, I should be there because I beat everybody in the trials. I'm 16. He was like, I should qualify, right? And they were like, no, you come back when you're 17. So the next year he comes back, goes to open, does the same thing again. Which is true. All this is true. Beat everybody. So he was like, I did that. I was the first American fighter to beat a Cuban fighter in about 20 years. And I mean, it was truth. I mean, and he just had to have the stage. It's Floyd. So he told him, he's like, you know what, when we finna ride out here, I'm gonna have you with me because I already know how Golden Boy gonna try to do you. You gonna fly with me. You gonna fly first class. Floyd gotta be the distributor. He's gotta be the one to provide. He has to be the big brother. I'm gonna take you under my wing rather than let you stand on your own. He likes to have that position and that power. And it's all ego and it's all being a fighter. When you're a fighter, no matter if you fighting at a person or not, they're still a fighter and you want to still be on top no matter what. That's all it is. So, when Floyd get in his boisterous mode, he forgets that there's certain lines that another person might not want you to cross. And they've had conversations with him about it before. And he tell them, like, man, dude, man, but you be over there, man. Told you, man, you be in shape, but you smoking marijuana. He was, man, what you doing, man? You can't be telling everybody I smoke. And then he, my bad. Then Floyd jokingly calls, he's like, oh, man, who y'all got over there? And he's like, yeah, he from Cincinnati. Because that's what Michigan people normally do. They normally talk about Ohio. Michigan, Ohio State, that's what they do. Cincinnati, that's what they always talk. He was like, man, what you talking about, man? I told you, man, stop saying that. Stop saying Cincinnati like that, dude. We We got more killers in Cincinnati than they do in Michigan. Floyd, man, ain't nothing cool about nobody killing nobody. That ain't cool no way. So Floyd, I mean, it was going back and forth, but you can see there was lines that was being crossed that was already discussed earlier. So they dap it up. Everybody brotherly, it's real brother. They back having fun, talking about basketball and who gonna do what to who. So everything's all good again. Then Adrian Broner loses to Madonna. Floyd gives his opinion publicly. Adrian didn't like that. He talked to Al Heyman about it and was like, Al, that's real disrespectful. And AB tone, that's a negative. That's a real negative, Al. So he told Al that was a negative. So they had a talk, and AB talked to him, and Floyd came out and made like a little mini apology. And everything was back cool. And it wasn't that disrespectful. Everything was back cool and moving forward. But every time Adrian Broner would fight, he felt like Floyd was just a little too extra critical about everything that was going on. So instead of giving him like positive reinforcement. So, that blows over. Then, Adrian Broner was doing a lot of things that he shouldn't have been doing on social media. Floyd makes a comment about it, and AB loses it back in November. We all remember that. And then it's not even that long ago, he blows up and saying, bro, why you keep running into websites? Come talk to me. You got my number. That's not what real people do. And then this Walmart incident that we all know about now, that's completely documented, about Adrian Broner tossing the thing out. First off, that was corny. It's not even funny. I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, I don't think it can hurt him no more than it is. It was just unnecessary, in my opinion. It just wasn't funny. So I can see if I'll be like, oh man, that was funny. That was just like, whatever. Wasn't really a big deal. But Floyd felt like he should comment on it. And what he was saying is that, man, he keep hurting himself by doing stuff like that. And I understood what Floyd is trying to say. But Floyd is saying it from a point where it looks as if he's being negative and he's putting down, he's tearing down, he's tearing down, he's tearing down. Because when you do stuff like this, you got to tear down and build up. You have to have some positive reinforcement. You can't just tear down, or you're going to have a rebellious person. And some of Floyd's ego gets in it too because he's competitive. Even when he's not fighting, he's still competitive. The fighter is in him. He's always going to be that. My level is this. He's that way with Danny Garcia too. He don't want nobody surpassing his records. He might say, you go ahead and break them, but he don't want you to. They his records. It's Floyd. I mean, he's competitive. But that's about all I can tell you right there. But as far as the unnecessary things that Adrian Broner does, he's correct. Adrian Broner, the thing is, he doesn't even need it. It's like you at a point now where you don't need to do that. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff now. People gonna follow your stuff. You don't have to do something that's crass or disrespectful. And the thing is he brings up in his statement like, well, Floyd, you was burning money and everybody been bashing me in the head. Oh, you being a hypocrite. You know what Floyd be doing. Floyd be doing that stuff too. You don't say nothing to Floyd. Floyd, you being a hypocrite. So I said, okay, I'm going to break it down to you. Right? Because y'all was like, well, Floyd burning money, so Adrian Broner could throw some money around. If Floyd can burn it, why can't Adrian Broner do this and that? Right? Okay. Here's the scenario, right? Let's say you got a big brother. Your big brother shoots somebody. Your big brother go to jail. Take all the media abuse and everything. Your big brother come home, tells you, don't shoot nobody. You see what happened to me. You saw the outcome. Don't go shoot nobody. Then you go out and shoot somebody. And then your big brother critiques you or get down on you because you went out and shot somebody and say he's hurting himself because he went out and shot somebody. And your defense is like, well, you shot somebody too. But you completely neglect the fact that they told you, don't shoot nobody. That's using somebody as a scapegoat to do something you already know is retarded. When you was flushing money down the toilet, you saw what it done for you. You saw the bad negative publicity you got for that. That was your moment right there. So you already knew better. You know what I'm saying? Than to do something else with money like that. That disrespectful. And to say, oh, well, Floyd was burning money. Yeah, he went through heck for that. He went through a whole process over that. But you learn from someone's mistakes. You don't go and do the same mistakes and say, well, hey, you did it too. Did it work out for him when he did that? No. He had to tone nonsense down. And now look at him. So if you AB, you want to do something different. You're in a position now where you don't have to do that. That's the key. You already did all the stuff to get the attention. Now it's time to move forward. You've done the hard part. Now it's getting in shape fighting. People know you. People gonna tune in. You can be exciting, you can be entertaining without doing something demeaning. That's all. So it's not about being a hypocrite. Sometimes it's about you finding scapegoats for your own actions instead of taking responsibility.
Adrian Broner the other day, and he was in Walmart. I think fighters hurt themselves sometimes. As far as like, I've seen it. Someone showed me a clip of Adrian Broner the other day, and he was in Walmart. And what was so crazy about the video when I looked at it, it kind of hurt my feelings because the person gave him his change back. Wasn't gave him his change back. I guess he had bought something, and he threw it up in the air like, I guess he threw the money in or the change up in the air like, what are you giving me change back? You don't know who I am? Actually, a lot of people in the store didn't know who he was. They was like, who are you? And then it's so crazy if you're at such a high status, when you reach a certain level, you're supposed to have people going to Walmart for you. Go to a place like Walmart to save money. Of course, you got to realize this. But he's still young, he's still learning. But before you know it's gonna be too late. I mean, I really didn't understand it. But at the end of the day, he's hurting himself. He's not helping himself. And he has a lot to learn.
sitting well with me. Like, I've been seeing a lot of blogs. Motherfuckers been hitting me up talking about Floyd talking about me again. Not once, but this has happened on multiple occasions. Like, this goes back to what I say. Real niggas don't do this type of shit, bruh. If you my so-called big bro, we all, when we together side to side, we all big bro, little bro. I want to see you do this. I want to see you surpass me. I want to see you do all this good shit. And then when you do an interview, you talk bad about me. Like, how real is that? Like, what type of nigga is you? I don't give a fuck what you did, nigga. If it was real or not, nigga, no, if it happened or not, nigga. Anytime you was in them lawsuits, nigga, with your baby mama, or and they say you hitting her with 3 pieces, like you fighting Kodos. I don't get into that. I don't say he should have did this or he should have that. You know what I say? Fuck all that. My nigga ain't do that. Fuck all that. My nigga ain't do that. My nigga worried, he counting some money somewhere. That's the type of shit I say. I don't say, hey, Floyd hurting himself. Come on, bro. You was the same nigga, like, what, 5 years ago, 5 years ago, burning money in the club. Come on, bro. You like 39, so you was 34 at the time. 34, 35 at the time, bro. You burning money in the club. But I ain't say nothing about that. Shit. You know what? That was motivation to me. That was motivation that one day I was going to have enough money to where I didn't give a fuck to throw up some change in Walmart. I didn't think that'd ruffle your feathers, my nigga. Come on, bro. Stop talking bad about me, bro. And what I don't get is I'm just little old Adrian Bronner, bro. A little street nigga from Cincinnati who made it. 4-time world champion in 4 different weight classes. But I have yet to make the type of money you have made, bro. We ain't in this, and we ain't in the same tax bracket. Why am I such a? I'm starting to feel like I'm a threat to you, big bro. Like I don't like that. Especially when you got my number. I just sent you to be honest, I just sent you a real sincere text that you ain't respond back to. But I'm starting to feel like you saying fuck me, so it gotta be fuck you. No homo, my nigga. Like, and that's what it is, bro. Cause that's how you treating it. When you start doing interviews and talking shit about me. Come on, bro. And then at the end of the interview you say, you don't care for me as a boxer because I'm not signed to you, but as a black man, you want me to see. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. If you my nigga like you say you is, nigga, you on my side whether I'm doing wrong or doing right, nigga. And you ain't gonna do it through no social media. You gonna call me and let me know. Just like a nigga that I fuck with, like Jay Prince, nigga, he gonna call me whether I'm wrong or right and let me know what's up. Cause that's when niggas really fuck with you, bro. You tripping, bro. Like, and I ain't got no ties with the big homie Jay, but real recognize real, bro. And that's what it is, bro. I just feel like you the type nigga, and I'm gonna be the one to say it, cause ain't nobody around you gonna say it. But I'm starting to feel like you a good-hearted nigga, but you might want to help somebody. But you will help somebody for them to do good enough. They might do great, but you don't want them to do better than you. That's just the type nigga you is, bro. And I'm starting to see that, bro. And this shit bring tears to my eyes to really hear my idol, somebody I put on a pedestal, somebody that I study every night before I go to sleep. I'm watching your tapes. To hear them talk bad about me? Okay. Alright. Watch me April 1st, nigga. I'm gonna knock your fighter out. Bye.